Please stick around after. We will be having Meet the Bullfrog night. You'll get to meet the athletes. We'll be announcing them on the field, so make sure you stick around after the scrimmage concludes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back. We are back. It is football season. I'm here with Chris White. We're taking a short little 5-minute break here on the scrimmage here, Lake Worth at Kittrell Stadium against Krum. We're not going to show too much of the football field. Everybody's wrong numbers anyway. It doesn't even matter. But we're just getting back at it. We're happy to be back in the house of football already. I say already because everybody seems like the summer was short. What do you think, Chris? Was it short?
Oh, man. I mean, being a teacher, they say that's why you get the job, right, to get those summers. And I feel like I got none. I don't feel like I got one. But, man, excited to be back. I mean, I ain't going to lie. Being a teacher this time of year is real tough. But being back in the booth with you is always a pleasure. So.
Oh, yeah, it's good. We got these little film booths. We're not looking at you guys a whole lot. We're just kind of looking at a lot of stuff. We're trying to talk about a couple of things that's going on this year. A big thing going on in Lake Worth this year. It is the centennial.
Oh, yeah.
100 years. 100 years the Lake Worth ISD has been up and running, and it's amazing. There's going to be lots of stuff going on with that this year coming up. We're going to have a big homecoming to do.
Course.
Bullfrogs are looking pretty decent out there early on this scrimmage. Going to see a little bit of change. There was a lot of turnover last year. I'll say turnover, a lot of exiting graduates left out. You got a lot of guys that's next man up kind of game, and we're going to see a lot of that this year.
I mean, that's the beauty of high school, college football. A lot of people do like the aspect of those two things right there compared to your professional sports is you got to every year you're replacing people. I mean, you can lose key guys. I mean, of course, we lost none other than Mr. Sessions no longer with us anymore, but he's doing a big thing over in Bethany College and of course, Demarion Pulte. But, some new guys are going to step up.
Oh, yeah, that's a big thing. We're going to make sure we cover everybody because I wasn't able to keep up with all the students that went on to play ball when they went to college. We're going to make sure we highlight that throughout the season. But, yeah, definitely some standouts. We still have Caleb Welch from a couple years ago still over at Sagu. He's still playing, still chasing the dream. This last year, graduating junior session, went on to Bethany College where he's up there playing more of a full-time slot, than playing anything really in defense right now just yet. But you have that going. And Demarion Pulte, actually back up a little bit, we have Xavier Pickney.
Wow.
Went on to is playing at Avila, which him and Junior are in the same conference, which is kind of fun. Hopefully those guys get to play against each other. Xavier Pickney, we get to talk about him a lot. He was a special teams guy and a second-teamer guy, but really it goes to show, all you parents that listen out here, what is my kid? He's not getting a start, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. These kids, these coaches do a lot of film on these kids, and these kids have their huddle. And on their huddle counts, they can build their own highlights. And that's a big change of nowadays in recruiting. And what that looks like is you have a lot of, good blocker on their outside, a little end around.
We're all good, though.
And Bullfrogs was a nice little about 8-yard gain there. I like that. It's a scrimmage. So they're not really counting it off. But going back to that, Xavier Pickney's kind of the exception. When I say that, a lot of guys will say, I heard the radio show, and they'll say, this, that, and the fourth. But Xavier Pickney didn't get a lot of starting time at his key positions he wanted to play, so he took a lot of his JV film and a lot of his varsity film from special teams, and he went out and started seeking out colleges himself, and it paid off. He's playing at Avila up in Kansas. Him and Junior a couple hours apart from each other. Good little run up there middle by the Bullfrogs, a gain of about 6. Good little push there. But then on to Demarion Pulte. I saved him for last. Demarion Pulte was the only, and I think has been the only student in Lake Worth in quite a while in football that went Division I.
Yes.
Texas A&M Commerce changed over to the Division I starting this season, and Demarion Pulte was the only high school player that they picked up. The only one. All the other kids were all transfers. Texas A&M Commerce was known for picking up a lot of guys that transferred in through all of the pandemic times, and players didn't want to leave state anymore. Texas A&M Commerce really built a big team there. They actually had the year off during all that stuff, and then they picked back up. and now they're going to be in Division I this year. So hats off to Marion Pulte. We wish them the best. We'll be doing updates, trying to stay in contact with some of those guys, SAGU, Texas A&M Commerce, Bethany College, and Avila, and then we'll look at sending anybody else that went on to do anything else. Those are just ones right off the top of my head. Just trying to keep up with them. We want to make this is a Lake Worth thing. No matter they leave town and they go somewhere else, still Lake Worth, they always come back home, and we want to continue to track along with those players, and along with announcing some things for some students that went on to maybe just go for academics somewhere else, chasing their dream somewhere else. I know Ronnie Sears is graduated a couple years back. He's an offensive lineman for us. He's not playing ball, but he's seeking the dream of becoming a coach because it's such a big impact on him. So Ronnie Sears is going to school at UNT, and he's giving back here at home. He's actually coaching in the youth association where he started playing football. So that's kind of a big deal for me. I was kind of his first coach he saw. So for me, it's kind of a big deal. Bring little hairs on the back of your neck. That's my first one to return home.
There you go.
First one to return home as a coach.
You're getting old.
I'm getting old. You are right. 4-0 coming up pretty quick on me. But go ahead and make an announcement if you got to make an announcement.
Okay, yeah, it looks like we're going to be switching here.
Chris is pulling double duty tonight. He's making announcements, kind of keeping everybody abreast of what's going on here.
I don't think I need to just yet. I think they're about to switch here.
Okay.
So as soon as they switch from offense to defense, yeah.
So another big thing going on here. Last year, the Bobby Stoltz retired, the principal here at Lake Worth. He returned to his alma mater, finished up his last few years of administration here, and has retired. He'll be featured on the show sometimes. He'll come in and plug in for me a little bit. He'll come in here and announce for me a little bit as I have multiple things that I'm doing these days, so I'm in and out and around. And not only that, I had to go see Junior play some games, and I have a nephew that's finishing up at Vidor as his senior year as a center down there for Vidor. So going to try to make my way out and see everybody a little bit, but we'll come back with great reports across the board. Vidor actually ties in the long game with Lake Worth, if that would ever so happen. They tie in the long game up at the state level if either team makes it, is successful enough to that point. But Bobby Stoltz retired last year, and we'd like to welcome Dr. Seaton. He comes over right around the corner over from Brewer, so we're glad to have him on board. Brought in a lot of changes. We love a lot of people don't love change. Change is hard on everybody, but there's a lot of changes. I noticed that today when I came to the high school.
All right, that will conclude Lake Worth number 2s versus Krum's number 2 defense, as Krum will now take over on offense, as they will commence their scripted plays with their number 2s, while Lake Worth will go on defense. After this will be the drive segment, and each team will start at their own 30-yard line. They will have 3 downs to make a first.
He's going to want you to eat that microphone a little bit, probably.
Yeah, I'm used to speaking on this, so. Yeah,
we can hear ourselves here. Here we can't hear out there. But we turn the music back up for him a little bit. Hopefully Facebook don't block me for music they hear in the background. But, again, Dr. Seaton, we love that he's here. Brought a lot of change, come around from Brewer. I noticed some changes already. I came to high school, and usually you could walk in the door and go to the front desk. Well, there's no more of that. You can't even get inside the building anymore, which, unfortunately with different situations that happened around the country, happened in the state of Texas, there's an increase for security, big security tightened down back when back at the turn of the century, 9/11, when all that stuff happened. Lake Worth still has the gates. You can't get behind the school without a card to get back. So that's still a security thing. It's still kind of, some people think is a thorn in their side, but it's security for these kids and for these administrators and teachers that are here. And they tighten that up a little bit more. So the front, when you go in here, so parents, if you're just a little knowledge for you, if you come to the high school, you're going to have to actually buzz to get in, and they'll actually acknowledge you, and you'll go in. They want to know distinctly who's coming in, who's going out. And, Krum looked like they just broke a big one up there at the middle, and they're going to pull it back and call that 6. To tighten that security is a big deal. They're seeing it here in Lake Worth. My wife works for Eagle Mountain Saginaw School District, and they're doing the same thing over there. Lots of police officer presence everywhere around, and we love it that our community responds to the things that happen nationally. And Dr. Seaton, we appreciate you bringing the change. I know for a lot of people it's a little bit tight change in there and some frustration stuff, but we'll get there. Much like Coach Welch and staff had done in this football program, and really attitude is everything. I'm sure Dr. Seaton, along with we love Dr. Rosemary Neshba, our superintendent here. She has been a big proponent of change. Big turnover there for the Bullfrogs. They turnover for Krum. Bullfrogs recovered in the backfield right there. Great job by the Bullfrogs. And, that change is hard, and it takes time to get there. And I think it'll be a big deal for the district and for the high school, for all the schools. So we love to see that moving forward.
Yeah, and kind of speaking on my end, too, over at the middle school, some exciting things. I don't know if you've driven by lately. I mean, try change at its maximum. The middle school is going over renovations. They're adding a second story. They're adding new wings. Got 2 new portables. A lot of big things happening. We're welcoming in new students, new staff members, and it's an exciting time to be in Lake Worth. I mean, you can just see, I really like to call this, it's kind of funny. You look at Coach Welch and you look at Dr. Rosemary Neshba coming in kind of at the same time and just watching this district kind of just blossom. I mean, we've seen change. We started with change. We have a little bit of change this year, but there's exciting times ahead. You're watching the growth of Lake Worth football. Not only that, you're watching the growth of this district, welcoming in new people. I'm watching my school personally blossom. And the security, too. We have a lot better security over there. Students all have ID cards and have to buzz into the building, whole 9 yards. So a lot of good things going on. Student safety, watching the football team succeed, not only the football team, of course, volleyball coming up, cross country, amongst other things. Excited to see the Lake Worth band once again. It's going to be a good time this year, man.
Oh, yeah, that band, I'm excited. I can't wait to see them. I saw them practicing already. Band looks solid already this year.
Oh, yeah.
Big band that's out there. That change that we have seen over and over, not just administration, but there's structuring the district from the elementary, the academies that we have now, the different things. Lake Worth is really on the up and coming. We had our ebbs and flows like every district does, and felt good where we were at. And with some change comes in, so now elevate ourselves to a new standard, and we love seeing that in the district. We love seeing that in all of our sports programs. And really, I think, I've always been a big proponent of sports programs kind of helping shape and mold kind of the climate of the kids in the district. And you're seeing that a lot. I know middle school football. How many of y'all have turned out so far this year?
So as of today, and this is in terms of cleared kids, I believe we had about 70 kids out there today, and we'll see probably about at least 30 to 40 more by the end of next week. I do know for a fact, I believe we had around 46 freshmen come out this year for the high school team, and I believe that's the biggest number, at least since Welch and myself have been here. That's the biggest number of kids we've brought up into the high school, so we're excited about that, getting the kids excited. The more kids that show up, the more this program can blossom. You always say next man up, and the more guys you can have ready to go, it's going to only make this team a lot stronger, so it's awesome. I'm proud of them. It's cool. I get to watch, finally, being here so long, I'm watching my kids that I've, got to work with at the middle school level now become important varsity level players. So this is going to be my first senior class graduating this year. So excited to see them. I got to coach them 4 years ago, and here they are, just now making a difference under the Friday night lights. The things I preached to them that day would come, and here we are, and we're just weeks away from their first regular season game. And next week we'll be at Benbrook, and it's crazy. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's weird that I've been here so long. My hairline's moved back an inch or two, and but hey, we're growing, and so just like Lake Worth, I guess I'm getting older too, just like you. You're the big 4-0, big 3-0 coming up in a year and a half. So
Yeah, that 4-0
man.
is coming up quick. Well, speaking of changes and new things around here, one of the things I want to announce to everybody that's out there, and real quick, I want to give a shout-out to Jonah Denham. He says, hi, Coach Wyatt.
Oh, what's up, Jonah? How you doing, bud?
Jonah says, what's up? We're going through tonight. Is just more about us. Just get on here, welcome everybody back, kind of going through some technical things. We'll go back through and listen to the feed and make sure it all sounded well and everything else. We have a new thing here, and I'll get to that in a second here as far as video goes. But one of the big new things in the community that I want everybody to know about, and it's just now coming to fruition, is that there will be a Lake Worth High School Alumni Association. And none other than Bobby Stoltz that just retired. We were just watching a play here, and it looks like they just went for a deep route, and Krum came across with it for 6. But Bobby Stoltz, he really he was a big deal here. He wanted to reinstate some of the heritage here and some of the traditions. And so we did have some alumni things that were starting to turn out really well. Last year's Alumni on Homecoming introduced people in the school, do a tour, have some food, had a pretty good turnout. I think we had 50 some odd or more people here, which is a big deal here in Lake Worth. The classes coming up back then were all really small. Even mine, 2001, we had 88 people graduate. So that was still really small back in the 3A. Wow. But that association, there'll be more information coming out. We're looking to try to penetrate the district with that, and to give everybody a place to come back home to give people a place to come back and just reconnect.
Yeah.
That's what the association's all about, is connecting, staying connected to your fellow classmates, meeting older classmates, getting a feel of the history, and it's really pulling the community back together of all ages. I think the first home game here, we'll have Miss Foley. Pardon me for not knowing her maiden name. Miss Foley, the oldest living graduate of Lake Worth, class of 1942, will be out here to do the coin toss and present the game ball, I believe, for the first home game here. So you don't want to miss that. But more about that association. We'll put out more information about that. I'm actually on the website development committee of that. We're going to be developing that and moving it forward, and getting things going, place for people to sign up and those kind of things, get involved. And there's a lot of people that don't live in Lake Worth anymore, but they come home and they want somewhere to plug in and really a place to meet everybody. And so we'll be doing a lot of that, just to rekindle those relationships and getting everybody back involved, along with the businesses in Lake Worth. If you own a business, you're listening to this here in Lake Worth, we're going to be coming around with plenty of opportunities to get involved, to get reconnected back to your community here. Lake Worth is such a transient community. New apartments popping in, got people moving in and out and things of that nature. So we'll be looking forward to getting everybody connected again.
And it looks like I'm about to make an announcement, so I'll be right back in a second. All right, that will conclude the scripted play section. We'll take a short break here. In just a few minutes, we'll begin the drive segment. Again, that will be starting at each team's own 30-yard line. They will have 3 downs to make a first down. The drives will only continue if the offense penetrates the opposing 30-yard line. And turnovers will rest on the opposing 30-yard line, so teams will start at their own 30-yard line no matter what. And all penalties will be called but not marked off. False starts will not count as a play. Krum's defense will start along with Lake Worth's offense. Each team will have approximately 12 plays, and then they will switch sides. A 5-minute break will occur, and the number 2s will go after that. And again, stick around after the action tonight. We will be having Meet the Bullfrog just after the scrimmage concludes. Again, Meet the Bullfrogs will be tonight after the scrimmage is over.
All right. Hey, Isaac Polito. Hey, I know you asked to work when we see the game. Tonight's just a scrimmage. Nobody really has the correct numbers on or anything like that, so we really can't announce it. So tonight is just about getting us welcome back, not really showing anything of the scrimmage. It's kind of sporadic the way the scrimmages are set up, so it's kind of hard to really kind of keep and explain what's going on with the scrimmage, because a lot of plays get called dead and they run them back and different things like that. Isaac, you've been around football. So we're just plugging in with everybody, touching base with everybody, letting everybody know what's going on around the district. We're going to go into, I'm going to pull it up here real quick. We're going to pull up that schedule real quick. Let's go in here and pull up that schedule. So we're going to go over the schedule real quick for the varsity boys. Mind you, we're talk about football. This is a football broadcast. We don't really go over anything that's in for volleyball. We're going to be discussing a couple things about how we want to do that. We may actually broadcast volleyball on the school's YouTube page and only do football on Facebook. We still have some conversations to have with that because we want to make sure those games are able to be viewed as well. They won't be announced, unfortunately, but we want to make sure that they're viewable as well, too. So there's a couple other conversations still be had there. And that takes me into kind of more new stuff around the district. Inside last year during basketball, we had the new huddle camera that gets to court. The reason why we really didn't announce any basketball games last year, we're still working out the audio detail to kind of sync up the audio and that video footage. And the same thing here, I'm looking right above me. There's a huddle camera that has a better view than I could ever give you with my shakiness on the camera. Gives you a better view of the game. And we're going to be able to try to tie in to that as well and be able to broadcast that from that film footage. But we still have some other conversations to go on too. So we'll be giving you some updates of where the game's going to be streamed from moving forward. We want to try to, we're trying to increase the quality of what we do here on the show every week. Every year, trying to get it better and better. And, it's always been connectivity's been the issue. We've gotten that, I think, summed up out here. As you guys can see, ladies and gentlemen, the feed looks like it's great. It hasn't dropped one bit. Haven't gotten any warnings, no flashes up, nothing like that.
Hey,
so, knocking on wood, right?
Sorry if that was loud. I apologize.
No, you're good. We like the sound effects.
There
we
you
need
go.
the sound effects. You really can't hear what's going on outside. We don't have the field mic hooked up today, as we wish we want to keep it focused right here. But we thank you guys so much for tuning in. After this scrimmage, they're going to have Meet the Bullfrog. We probably will try to film that and put a mic up for that so you guys can kind of just see. Those of you out there at home couldn't make it out tonight. Although tonight it is a beautiful night. It's warm outside, but it's a beautiful night. It's less than 100, I'll tell you that.
I know. I feel like it's been, I don't know, like I saw something as like we had 70-some days or something without rain, and temperatures are looking a little bit, they're going to drop a little bit in the coming weeks, but it's beautiful out right now. It's, as Coach Welch would say, near perfect weather. So.
Yeah, that's right, near perfect weather. We are seeing more clouds and stuff out. I like that. They're coming to hang out a little bit. I wish they'd get together and have a party and rain down a little bit. We've gotten a little bit of rain here lately, but not too much.
Barely.
But let me go over that schedule real quick. We're going to go over the varsity schedule. Right now, it's August 12th. We're playing Krum right now. Next week, August 18th, will be against Benbrook. That's still to be determined where the location of that scrimmage is going to be at and the time for that. It looks like it's going to be away according to the schedule, but we'll see. Benbrook is a Fort Worth team, so they do have to share field with their fellow schools. So they're trying to work that out. So we'll try to make an announcement and put that out on the school's Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, all their social media of where that's going to be at. Then the third week, August 26th, Bullfrogs will be playing Ferris at Apogee Stadium. That's UNT Stadium. That's the college stadium up in Denton. So you want to come out to that one. If nothing else, you can come check out that stadium. Really unique stadium, the way they have the eagle wing stands in the end zone. It's really cool to go check that out. That's Apogee Stadium on the 26th. September 2nd, Bullfrogs will be on the road in Granbury. They'll be on the road in Granbury, and this is non-district play. September 9th, Bullfrogs will return home and play Carrollton Creekview here at home, and that will be their last non-district game before the following week on September 16th. Well, let's reverse that. On September 9th, that's that first home game. Miss Foley will be here. You don't want to miss that. The oldest living graduate of Lake Worth, class of 1942, will be here to do the coin toss. September 16th, the Bullfrogs have a bye week. So plan on finding your Friday night football fix elsewhere on the 16th. And then on the 23rd, Bullfrogs will be on the road for their first district game against Castleberry. Another Battle of 820. We'll see if we bring back the trophy. Battle of 820 is what they called it beforehand. And there's a trophy and hairspraying by the mayors. We'll have to see where that goes. I have to get with Mayor.
That's going to be fun. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I have to get with Mayor Bowen to see if we're keeping that tradition alive. Then September 30th, you won't want to miss this one. This is the homecoming, the first home district game for the Bullfrogs against Carter Riverside. Been some years since Lake Worth has played against Carter Riverside as they had jumped up to 5A. Now they're back down in the 4A division, and the Bullfrogs will play them. Kennedale will be October 7th here at home. Lake Worth has back-to-back home games, so the 30th and October 7th. Bullfrogs will be playing Carter Riverside the 30th in Kennedale on the 7th. Then the Bullfrogs will go on the road against Diamond Hill. It'll be a Thursday night game on October 13th playing at Clark Stadium. October 21st, Bullfrogs will return home once again to play Western Hills. Go on the road the next week, October 28th, against Dunbar at Hanley Stadium. And then November 4th will be the Bullfrogs' last home game. Bullfrogs' last home game against Eastern Hills. And it has been a long time, very, very long time since the Bullfrogs have played Eastern Hills. So Bullfrogs will be at home for their last district game, and then we'll be talking about the lineup where the Bullfrogs look at for the postseason there.
Yeah.
Definitely we'll be talking about that the weeks coming up to that. But the Bullfrogs definitely have a great opportunity this season as they're back in a more local district. So fans, please come out, come to all these games. Bullfrogs in district play only have 3 games on the road, 2 Fort Worth teams, and Castleberry is a River Oaks team. I guess it's considered a Fort Worth team as well, but it's Castleberry. No, it's Castleberry ISD, so it'll be a Castleberry team. Getting in the film there, Scott Weaver, the man that makes all the action happen there behind the scenes. So on the opposite side to all of the varsity game plays, those mirroring up with all those weeks, the JV will be home on those Thursdays. Freshman JV will normally be home on those Thursdays that the Bullfrogs are away. So we look forward to seeing the JV and freshman play as well. Good completion there by the Bullfrogs for about a 9-yard gain. We're going to give him 10. That would have been a good spot.
He's kind of walking it back. But.
Oh, he's walking it back. I like the sideline judge. I like his. He had ran it off full 10 yards.
Hey, look, it's a scrimmage for them too. They're getting in season form. So.
Oh yeah, I saw them practicing throwing their flags on the sidelines a while ago. Like, keep them in your pocket. You know?
Yeah, guys. If you guys never knew that before, these scrimmages are not only for the players, but the referees. They got to get their action in too. They got to get them tosses. You know.
Oh yeah.
Their calls, their signals, whole 9 yards.
They have referees rotating out right now. Currently on the field, you have 5 referees, which is what's standard for a varsity football game. And then you have a sideline referee over here that's either watching or mentoring. And then you have 3 other referees that are sitting over the side waiting their turn to go as well. So it's a good long pass.
Ooh, and it's completed. Absolute
that's the motivation for any quarterback that's starting his first season on varsity's. Good 50-yard bomb. And being that we are in the scrimmage play inside the 30 completion, the Bullfrogs will take this completion and go down inside the red zone and inside the 10-yard line to the 8-yard line. So great job there. Let's see. I see somebody, Lord of Woe. He says, I don't know why they recommended this live in Oklahoma, but hey, go Bullfrogs. Thanks, Lord of Woe, that's out there. Hey, we have listeners that listen from Philadelphia all the way to Ohio, all the way to Los Angeles, New York, all around. The Texas high school football is kind of crazy. You know that. You're just in Oklahoma. Oklahoma OU gets a lot of Texas players every year, so I like to add that in there, a little jab for Oklahoma for you. But, no, Oklahoma's got some good ball up there as well, too. So, hey, Lord of Woe, come back and join us. On the live feeds, we'll actually have a lot of the game feed. We'll actually be playing all year long. If you like Texas high school football, hey, you can join us here. We enjoy it.
Best brag I like to say is we have probably one of the best productions in at least 4A for sure. So, you know.
We have one of the best productions, I believe, even close. I know this because I followed it because I have boys that are in college ball, but we have one of the best productions up to the lower level of the collegiate level. I mean, I'm not patting myself on the back, but
Hey, we're a good time. We're a good time, all right?
We're a good time. We like to have a good time. A lot of times we like to keep it clean in the chat, but we like to have a good time. We love good conversation, good football conversation, make new friends here on the live feed. We love to see that. Hey, Zachary Bedford. Hey, buddy, we're good to see you. We'll hope to see you up in the booth some this year. Hope everything's going well with college. Zachary came and kind of did a left seat, right seat with us a lot last year. He's studying sports analyst in college, sports reporting in college. So he wanted to come in and check in with us and kind of see how we do things. So we love to have you around, Zach. Just come on, check us out. We'd love to have you back in the booth again this year. We are right now watching this scrimmage, just kind of seeing how things are going. You know, it's good. It's the first time both these teams have gotten a chance to go live against somebody else other than their own players. And I'm trying to give you a little more court room here.
We're trying to figure out each other out.
We're trying to figure it out.
It's a scrimmage for us, too.
Scrimmage for us, too. We've been doing it for the last 4 years, but still a scrimmage every time we get set up, pull the equipment out, get everything all set up, get it rocking and rolling. We just got to get our stuff rocking and rolling. If anybody's out there, hey, if you want to give us some feedback and let us know how the stream looks, how it sounds out there, we'd appreciate it. We do the live in the booth for the first not part of the season, but for the first scrimmage of the year, just kind of working out some technical kinks as well. We do have to report these new AC units that got us here. We appreciate them. Not this one. This is the old one. But the new one up there, it's not exactly doing us justice here. We're sweating just as much as football players are.
I mean, granted, we are wearing long sleeves, buddy. You know what? Hey.
Yeah, but this is the one. These are the ones supposed to make you feel good.
Hey, see that?
I need a little wind blowing though.
Look, when I moved down here, like all the coaches were wearing long sleeves, and I was kind of like, "What are we doing? It's 100 degrees," and they're like, "It keeps the sun off your skin." So I've kind of just become accustomed.
Yeah, my wife says the same thing. We go out in public. She's like, "Why are you wearing a long sleeve sports shirt?" I was like, "You let me know when you get that sunburn, and I'll let you know."
Yeah, it's smart.
Texas heat is no joke for sure. I got to catch back up to you, Chris. I shaved off a few days ago, and now I look at myself on the screen. I'm looking like a little fat baby here.
I know. I'm probably going to need trim up here in just a bit, but I don't know. We should maybe get some incentive for the players. I'll go like a Mario stash for the playoffs or something.
Yeah, there you go. Or maybe we'll get you into like a Hulk Hogan. Yeah. I see Coach Alvarez is sporting the Hulk Hogan now. It's the Hulk Hogan or Randy Savage. Randy Savage is better because you can step into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah, come on.
I can't do that. That's all you. You got that this year.
We have a good time with the coaches here. That's what I love about the coaching staff. They're all about making sure and having a good time, but they focus on these boys. But they get the jabbing from the kids too when they change their facial hair and whatnot. But go ahead, give that announcement.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this announcement real quick. All right, that will conclude Lake Worth's drive. Krum will now take over on their own 30, and they will go for approximately 12 plays or so. Again, all drives will start at their own 30-yard line. They will have 3 downs to make a first. Drives will only continue if the offense penetrates the other 30-yard line. Turnovers will rest the ball back at the own 30-yard line, and all penalties will be called but not marked off. False starts will not count as a play. After this is over, the number 2s will go, and Lake Worth will start on offense with their number 2s.
Look at that. We turned the music back up, went right into a commercial for them. So Lake Worth uses NetTune Custom Music Solutions. It's a pre-recorded. They get some good advertisements, some good things there, stuff that we don't have to announce, which is great. So I love that. Because I love doing the radio, but all the
we have our own.
Yeah, we have our own stuff we want to say, right? Come on. But yeah, we're just enjoying time here, just getting back in the swing of things. Getting it rocking and rolling here.
It looks like they're already going, so now we got to, man, come on.
Yeah.
Phil Collins just came on. Come on.
Not a good one for football, I mean.
True, but
because we're not in nighttime yet. That song has so many meanings.
Well, I know, but technically it is 7 o'clock. It's just
it is.
Ooh, a big throw down. Could be picked.
Oh, almost picked off. And I know who that is right there. I can tell by the way he walks. We're not going to call him out.
Yeah, it was a good play. It's funny,
Good play. That was good defense.
Just,
And that's hard to defend when you're looking right directly in the sun. The sun, the way the stadium sits here in Lake Worth, the stadium sits different than I think most stadiums. It actually sets in a
it's like
it sets in a west-northwest situation. So then it goes east-southeast. So where the field is setting right now, or where the sun is setting, I think if you're looking at the football field, it's setting in the west-northwest corner of the field. So where that pass was at, the quarterback rolled out to the right, threw back to his left, so threw directly into the sun. So it's one of those. I want to see it when I see it, and hopefully I block it if I need to block it.
I mean, it's crazy too because I don't believe he even had his head turned back until the ball was already in the air and still made a play on it. So, hey, good look.
Yeah. It looks like Krum. So Krum's organization. Just talking about them a little bit. I just know a little bit of history about Krum. Devin Session, y'all hear me talk about him a little bit. The younger brother graduated back in 2017. Still, through the pandemic, all the extra years they give him to play ball, he's still playing college basketball now. But he played in select leagues with some guys from Krum and got to really know the head coach from Krum because his kid played on the same select team. And I run into that coach all the time, and it's always, good things to hear them talk about their basketball. But Krum is really known for sports other than football. The football is not their main sport, but tonight you're seeing that program they have over there is developing quite well. They look like they got some good athletes that came out this year and are playing pretty decent ball right now in the scrimmage.
Yeah, and we'll see a little RPO action, a little overthrow there, good defense, good coverage. But yeah, I mean, actually, it's funny. My first friend I ever met out here in Texas was from Krum, so I used to spend some time up there. But hey.
Yeah, Krum's a nice little
little town.
It's a little town. It's a little what am I trying to say? A little hometown feel. It's up off off 35, off to the east a little bit, or off to the west a little bit.
Yep. Right off 10.
Up there by Munster. Munster's a place you stop by and get the best cheese. Like you think Munster cheese, but go there and go to their market and get their cheese. They have so much good cheese up there. I'm making myself hungry thinking about it. I hadn't even eaten dinner, so.
Man.
I'm going to give me one of these peanut butter jelly sandwiches. So, man, speaking of peanut butter jelly sandwich, those of you who don't know, just to let you know, if you're tuning in, you're not from Lake Worth, you are from Lake Worth, this is what we call the peanut butter jelly scrimmage, which is the first scrimmage of the season, and kicks this off really as a donation. People come into the game and they donate peanut butter, bread, and they donate jelly as well. And a lot of times these players, we have staff and trainers and other students that come help. They make a ton of these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they make a bunch of these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and it allows these football players to have them a little snack, immediately after the game, something to get, re-nourish them a little bit. Our football players, much of y'all, football players, lots of times they get out of practice and stuff, and dinner at home's already done and over with.
Yeah.
And so they come home and get some leftovers or whatnot, but they leave here to school with an opportunity to eat some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the way out. And believe it or not, I mean, I watch these kids go through peanut butter and jelly sandwiches like nobody's business.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. I love a good peanut butter and jelly, but it's funny you mentioned that. I just saw something earlier today where it's like, if you've been a student athlete, you already know there's only 2 times for dinner. It's either 4:30 or 9:30, and there's no in between. So
that's right. Yeah, 4:30 or 9:30. That's true. Talking with junior session, football in college, much like football in high school, starts before any kids get there. So they're at school a month before any other kids get to the campus, and so. He's already been up there. We dropped him off last Friday, last Thursday, Friday, something like that. So they were already up there on the 5th. Checked in, dorm room, fixed up. Very next day, physicals, COVID checks, issued equipment, one-on-ones, sprints, whole 9 yards. And he says, yeah, man. He goes, we ask him, all of us brothers, we get on the video game usually, around 7, 8 o'clock at night, just to kind of convene as brothers and play a little bit of Call of Duty together and just talk to each other, just kind of our virtual visitation with each other. And he hasn't been on there since he's been gone. He goes, bro, I have no time for anything. All I want to do when I'm not there is I just want to eat and sleep. And
I was gonna say he's got to be tired.
Yeah, so you get a lot of that. The college kids, high school, they think they got it hard because Coach Welch does run what I consider a collegiate level of coaching here. You coach on the staff at the middle school level, and you do stuff on Friday nights. Luckily, I get you pulled in here on Friday nights. But it's not. There's no breaks for coaches under the staff, and the collegiate staff is the same way. It's year round. It's planning. It's preparing. It's making sure that not only are you prepared for the sport, but you're prepared to give an experience to kids to help them continue to fall in love with the game, to continue to fall in love with their sports.
Wow. That was
that was an unfortunate play there.
There was basically I haven't seen that in a while. Basically, an intended receiver was about 10 yards from the next receiver. He missed the catch.
Skipped off his hands.
Yeah, he was the intended target, and a great coverage, but it tips off his hands, and the guy standing right behind him, but just got a little lucky. But it's a good play there by Krum. But yeah, it's funny. I'm getting older now too. I would like to enjoy playing video games and everything, but football season's starting up, and man, I get home, I'm ready to go to bed. But yeah, we work hard out here, man, and the amount of work that goes into playing football is just unmatched. I mean, it's an academic sport and a athletic sport. I mean, the amount of study and game planning that the kids and the coaches do to prepare themselves is, it's amazing. So,
there's definitely any parents that have football players here for Lake Worth or Krum or whoever, even in Little League. Little League's pressing it a little bit much, but it's the study of the game when these kids, they're really there's no lack of coaching that goes on, no lack of opportunity. The kids really just come out, completely abandon the thoughts that they had before coming here. And when they do that and they soak up all of the knowledge that is put to them, these kids are resilient. And so they can be talking on their cell phone, FaceTime, texting, doing their homework, playing a video game, doing all these things. And on the football level, on the sports level, these coaches push them to use all of that ability to reading plays, understanding defenses live and on film, and being able to read a playbook, and being able to scout the guy that you're going against or the 2 or 3 guys that you're probably going to contact with most of the game if you're on offense or defense, and studying those and using that multitasking ability that so many of these kids resiliently grow up with just kind of the state of the way a society is, the way the world is now for young kids. Just they're throwing at stuff all the time, and to see them come out here and respond, to me, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty cool. I mean, football sometimes gets a little bit of hate in terms of like the football players and academics and all this stuff, and that maybe they're not the best students, but that's quite the opposite, especially being around it. It's really impressive. Just, I like to compare it to taking a class. I mean, every week you're taking a test every Friday. You're studying, working, using your practice problems, using practice, going out there on Friday night. And, maybe not every opponent every week gets tougher, but once you get into that playoffs, it's like you get into your finals, and it's pretty impressive. And these kids work so hard. I mean, so much effort, so much sweat, so many tears. It's just a great sport. It teaches not only academics, it teaches the physical side of things, and also teaches a lot about life, how to respond to adversity. There's a lot that goes into this, and these guys, they become family. I mean, truly, you spend so much time together as a big ball goes down the sideline. Unfortunately, that was a big toss down the right side of the field, just out of reach. But I believe it looks like it looks like we're about to go see the number 2s come out here for their drives in a second, so I may have to make an announcement. But
go right ahead, brother.
Yeah, so segue into that. That will conclude the drives for both Lake Worth and Krum's number 1s. And after after a short break, Krum's number 2 defense will start out with the number 2 Lake Worth offense, and they will go for about 10 plays. And after that, they will switch sides. We'll enter a 5-minute break, and then we'll go to extra point and field goals. And following that, we'll have a 10-minute break, and that will lead up to the live quarter. And again, guys, if you're here tonight, make sure to stick around and enjoy Meet the Bullfrogs. Meet the Bullfrogs will start after the scrimmage concludes. Look at that.
Whew. Yeah, we're
Season 4.
Because as long as they don't have us announcing the games this year, we'll be okay.
Yeah. That's we've solidified ourselves.
We're good. We're solid.
Yeah.
I mean, if we ended up having to, I would have to take and plug it in there, so you ain't got to keep going back and forth and just.
That'd be tough though, because I'm gonna have to do everything.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you have to be calling it, and where we're at, we won't do that. I promise you that. I
love you guys too much.
I'll get them to hire it up, and not only that, right now we're in our element, but we're not completely in our element, because usually play by play, a little bit of splash of color in there. We get to have fun with it. I'm going to be doing some heavy research coming up on the teams that we have coming up this year, try to give a little bit more layout, bring a little bit more to the live feed this year, a little bit more. I have not that I have more time, but I have a more flexible schedule is what I'm doing now, and so we're trying to beef up the feed a little bit more and try to possibly get some more people in to kind of maybe speak and kind of do a couple of things. In the end, we may be having a little opportunity to start a little bit of a podcast coming up, but we won't unhatch that bag a little bit too soon. We'll talk about that one step at a time. But we do have a desire to try to do a podcasting that talks about the Bullfrogs, but also just talks about Texas high school football in general. It's such a big deal here in Texas, and really, I'm not saying so like nobody says anything. I don't even know where the pandemic line stops, or when we're in it, we're out of it, we're in it, we're out, whatever you want to call it. But now you're seeing for what really seems to be, good run, good throw and catch, 15-yard gain by the Bullfrogs. And it looks like they will mark this and move. They are moving this. That was the first play for the second team for the Bullfrogs. A good little hitch out to the left, 15-yard gain. Once again, we don't have the jersey numbers that the players are wearing right now, kind of purposely. I think every team don't put their key players in their actual numbers yet. That's just for scouting purposes and all that stuff, I imagine. That's just pure speculation on my part. But I lost. I was sitting there watching the play, lost where we were at. But
we were finishing up on the podcast, and then Texas high school football is big.
Yeah, Texas high school football is so big. There's so much to talk about, and coming really out of whatever you want to call the situation in the last few years, everybody's back in business. Everybody's back in business. I'm not sure that there's here locally in the DFW area where we're at. There's I believe only one major county that's left that has still has some situational guidelines that they use when it comes around that. But most of that, I think everybody's kind of along the same guidelines. In and out. Another good throw and catch there by the Bullfrogs. That'd bring up a first down for them.
Yeah, it looks like these number 2s, man. I mean, it's next man up. We mentioned that earlier. They're coming out here starting strong, and that's kind of my favorite part. I really think depth that's what's gonna propel you in a football season. You're almost guaranteed to lose somebody throughout the year, and having guys behind, even if it's just for a week, to step up and make big plays. And that's kind of what's been so special. And I mentioned it earlier with 46, I believe, freshmen coming up and playing this year. One of the larger numbers since I've been here, I believe largest number. It just goes to show depth is huge, and why Lake Worth is going to be strong this year. It almost seems like there's very little difference. It's a thin line, and these guys can come in and make big plays, and it's it's cool. Like, I'm watching some of the guys that I got to coach. I'm watching them make plays out here right now, and it's just crazy watching them make plays in front of me on this field 4 years ago, and now here they are in their first varsity scrimmage and already making an impact. And of course, Krum, like you said, is improving, and these guys are nothing to joke around about. So, they're just having fun. I'm sure these kids are excited out there. They're getting their first taste. Of course, the coaches are on the field right now. They won't get that during the season, but they're out there. They're out there making screaming and yelling, but in a positive way, getting in there, getting them hyped up. So it's a lot of fun, man. And like, these number twos are moving the ball pretty well. So
They are. The number twos are moving the ball pretty good, and you always, like you said, next man up. You always like to see that. What you really want out of a scrimmage, people say, oh, it's scrimmage twos versus twos. Well, truly, when your twos come out against somebody else's second, you want your twos to dominate them, completely, utterly dominate the other twos. What that means for you is that your number ones and number twos, there's a lot of parity there. There's a lot of guys that can still get there. Great look by the quarterback. Look off to the left and come back to the right. Nice little 5-yard gain there. Bring him up to, it looks like it's going to bring him up to about 4th and 9, or 4th and 1, or something like that. And they're going to walk it back, because that would be either a field goal situation or a punt situation. And that's what I'm interested about too, is the positions. Right now, I'm going to give you guys the. Do you need to make an announcement? No.
They're just restarting.
Give you guys a rundown of the actual roster. I don't have the positions yet, but the rosters this year, and we'll come back and give you their class and all that stuff. We have our first official game. Oh, by the way, next week, if Benbrook is, I'll talk with Coach Welch. I believe Benbrook will be, the scrimmage will actually be a live scrimmage and not like this, I believe. I don't believe it's a situational, but I'll find out from that. If it is a live scrimmage, it's live and it is here at home, we'll most definitely be live, and we'll show some of that scrimmage. If not all of it, we'll be working out the details with the huddle camera, but and we'll be able to announce to y'all a little bit more about what positions and who's playing what. Oh, just overthrown there. Good look, just overthrown. So the players, this year we have number 2, Brian Neal, number 3, Damian Hopkins, number 4, Gage McAnally, 5, Cornell Avington, number 6, Jose Mesa, that's Jose Choo Mesa. Number 7 is Damian Moore. Number 8 is Hornell Klubu. Number 9 is Justin Gallagher. Number 10 is Ezra Nusra. Number 11 is Katravius Stevens. Number 13, Dante Reese. Number 15, Diego Valenzuela. Number 16, long pass. Oh, and it's caught. That's 6 for the Bullfrogs.
Beautiful play.
That's a touchdown. Gorgeous pass. Pass was probably roughly, I think, about 35 yards in the air and goes for a 70-yard touchdown. Great play by the Bullfrogs. Number 16 is Aaron Bahun.
Bouillon.
Arian Bouillon. Number 17, Anthony Garcia. 21, Caden Duhan. Number 22, Katavion Owens. Number 24, Xavier Madrano. Number 25, Abraham Polito. Number 28, Cash Martinez. Number 26, Scott Burns. 27, Charles Lawrence Williams. 29, Jarrett T. Fatiller. Number 31, Dorian Young. 33, Jaden Gallagher. 35, Dominic Alvarez. Number 45, Marcus Bryan. Number 50, Michael Andrade. Number 53, Jafet Lopez. Number 54, James Bess. Number 55, Rylan Muskrat. 64, Matthew Welch. Number 65, Chase Mueller. 67, Saul Zavala. 70, Arik Long. 72, Eli Lopez. 77, Josh Espinoza. And number 78, Hector Garcia. That's a pretty good squad.
Yes, sir.
So looking at that squad right there, the Bullfrogs are sitting right at, looks like 37 players on varsity is what they have right now on the roster we got today, which there could be some added that. What a great way to be patient by the quarterback. Great play by the lineman there as the pressure was coming from the backside. The lineman on the left side rollout had nobody to block, was moving, swiveled around and saw the pressure coming, swiveled around, made that block. Quarterback was able to step up, throw the ball down for looks to be about a it was a longer game, but they only gave him 15, or they gave him 20. It's about a 25-yard gain, but they marked it back at the 40 just for field. Or no, they marked it at the 30. They just hadn't moved the change yet.
I'm not sure what they're doing because that might have been the last play.
That might have been the last play there. Yeah, it looks like it was. You gonna go make that announcement?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm looking to make sure.
Yeah, we're just trying to. We have some things to do here. Who we got here?
Trying to see if some of the ones are out there.
I don't know. Hey, Chief, put your name out there so we know exactly who you are. I'll tell Coach White you said what's up.
Yeah, I don't know who Chief is. Not sure if I have him on the roster. It's gonna be away, I believe.
Yeah, we don't know about next week. We gotta wait for confirmation what field and where.
Yeah,
sorry, we're getting some side chatter here, but
I'm gonna go ahead and just try.
Joanne Baez. Hey, thanks for reaching out. Thanks for the good luck to the Bullfrogs. Her son was a player for us last year. It was a good run last year, she said, and gave a good luck wish out this year for the Bullfrogs. But thank you, appreciate that. It says Chief says his name's Artie. Do you know Artie?
Oh, Artie. Yeah, what up, Artie? What's up, Artie Malone?
Artie Malone. All right, Artie. Hey, thanks for tuning in, bud. We appreciate it. Go ahead and make that announcement. Give everybody the behind the scenes.
All right, Bullfrog fans. We will now be entering the extra point and field goal portion of the scrimmage. The defense will only line up and go one step. There will be no rush. The coaches will move the ball according to where they want. And all penalties will be marked off, and false starts will not count as plays.
Oh, no, they're not doing special teams. They're doing number twos for Krum.
Oh, that is my mistake. Yeah, this will be number twos for offense for Krum with Lake Worth's defense, and then we will have the extra points and field goals. So, again, this is number 2 Krum offense versus the number 2 Lake Worth defense. Then we will have a 5-minute.
There we go, and they're right back at it. We say we're on double duty tonight.
I know you. I got sidetracked. I was having a good time.
Yeah, double duties. That's the one thing, we have tough days at work and tough days family, doing everything else. We get up here, we get in our zone. This is our sweet spot. Those people at home are like, what are you guys calling this up? This is where we're most comfortable. We love this stuff.
We love to talk. I think that's what we both have in common. It's just hold on, time out. You're telling me I get to talk on the internet and people are going to pay attention?
Or I can talk to the internet and I don't care if anybody's listening.
That too. No, I think we have a couple, all right, Joey?
Yeah, we got a
confirm.
couple.
People are talking to us.
Hey, Artie, I know we wish it was the first game of the season, but we got to crawl before we walk. And right now we're crawling, getting into the walk phase, and here in a couple of weeks we'll be to live action. We're already at live action. We'll be with live non-scrimmage play. So we'll love announcing that. It's totally different. So Artie, if you haven't tuned into a game before, Coach White likes to get live on his play-by-play. So make sure you tune in for that. It'll be a lot of fun. Those of y'all that are just tuning in, I'm Joey Wilcox, and this is Coach Chris White. We represent Lake Worth Bullfrog Radio here for Lake Worth ISD. Right now, you're tuning in. This is our welcome back episode, or welcome back live to school. Welcome back to school. Welcome back to football. Working out the technical details tonight. Trying to make sure it's Joan Bias, I like that. But we're back here. We're back here just getting back in the groove of things, making sure everything's set and ready to go. We want to make this the best broadcast ever. Now, we can't vouch for the connection we're going to have at any other field or any other location. We hope that we're going to get just as good feed everywhere else, but we'll just have to wait and see.
We're going into uncharted territory, too, because a lot of these places we haven't been, at least in a while, so we're going to do our best, but no guarantees. But, yeah, man, I promise, I know I sound a little bit, my voice is a little gone. It's first week back at teaching, first week back at coaching. It's been a long one, guys, but I promise I'm going to bring that energy on first game of the season, especially next week. I'm going to take it up a notch. But
well, I did buy a new device, so if we do have to result in going to videoing from the cell phone, iPhone is great, right? So it has great stuff, but there's this new telescopic lens that comes with it.
Okay.
And I have a gimbal that's smooth that I can just sit here and just use the gimbal and follow the, so we have to resort to that. If we're at somebody else's house and they don't have enough bandwidth, we'll go live on Facebook, plug our sound in, and we'll just do it straight from there if we have to. We hope we don't have to. We got a nice camera here. It looks good. It doesn't do me any good. Doesn't make me look any slimmer. I need to turn on the slim mode. Maybe a cell phone would be better. I could put on some filters or something. But
where's the Photoshop?
Yeah, where's the Photoshop? Yeah. Miss Baez here, she said she's can't wait for my little side announcements. My side announcements, whether you heard me announcing for youth or here, it's always, you make your way over the concession stand and get yourself a nice, tall, cold glass of ice water.
Love it. Love it. It's been a minute. I haven't heard that in almost a year.
We're getting revved up. We're getting the refrigerator stocked up full of mustard and lettuce and all the good calls and all that stuff. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time with it.
I haven't heard that one since we were over down there in Midland, Texas. So
yeah, we were way on down there. Way on down Midland.
Odessa. And here we go. Nice little play there by Krum, but wrapped up. So, again, right now we got our backup varsity defense on the field right now.
So, that last play brings me to, we like to try to bring in any new rules, and I'll be bringing some of those to the game, too, to talk about some of the new rules, and I believe it is here at the UIL level. One of the new rules come in that just reminded me the last play that they threw was a little screen out to the right, two linemen coming out front trying to block. One of the new rules I believe that are out is no longer can a defensive back come in and cut the lineman to create a pile. And that is now considered, I believe, as a defensive player. I think they fall underneath that same rule where you can't come in and cut a lineman to stop them from moving forward and block as they're downfield. Trying to do some safety for the big guys and make sure nobody's getting their knees cut out from underneath them. The game of football, every year people talk about, oh, it's becoming soft or blah, blah, blah. No, we were just a bunch of hardheads back in the day. Didn't care if we ran. Didn't give me a helmet or not. Coach, just give me a mouthpiece. I'll go out there without a helmet on and, run through a fence. The game has changed over and over. We see by medical history and different things and all different kind of stuff that's came out at the upper levels, NFL, college, down to high school, down even to the youth level.
And you know what I also think, too, is the fact that the amount of practice, the film, and the I guess almost the athletes nowadays they're in the best shape. They have sports science. I mean, these guys are getting better. They're perfecting. I mean, guys that have been playing, 20, 30 years ago, they've been studying the game now for 20, 30 years. And, I mean, it just makes the game. The guys are in the best shapes of their lives. So, we're just trying to make it safe for everybody and increase the longevity of the game. And also something to mention, too, I don't know if we've talked about this, but, the cutting rule for the offensive players, too, they only can cut right off the initial snap of the ball. You can no longer cut anymore after the initial snap. So you're not allowed to dive at knees. You cannot dive outside the tackle box anymore. I was just down at down in San Antonio for a coaching school, and they were a big emphasis on that. So once the initial snap comes off, you can cut, but as soon as that initial first movement is over, there is no longer a cut allowed anymore.
So there's no 1-2 step cut anymore.
So and if the rule is you have to hit high and then you can drop low. So you have to hit above the waist and then you can drop, but unless it's off the initial and it has to be in the tackle box, of course, I mean, that's not as much different. But they're trying to really protect I guess trying to protect those defensive linemen as well.
And that's good. That's good because I mean we know, we don't like to talk about any players' injuries or anything like that, but we will address some things that are kind of common in football. You notice you watch a lot of linemen are always wearing knee braces. Lots of times that's for prevention, but also a lot of times because there's already been an injury that's happened, whatever level it's on, NFL down, and they do that to try to prevent that. There's a lot of moving back and forth. These guys are big, and those calling in some new rules to kind of save those knees a little bit, I think it's a good thing because we want to continue to see big guys progress in the game just like everybody else, and you don't want them just to be. Let's just face it, linemen are the most unsung heroes in the game.
100%.
But a lot of people don't realize until you start getting into, like we do, really deep into sports, you don't realize that at the highest level, linemen are some of the highest paid because they may not be recognized a lot, but they're recognized with their paycheck because it's a job that, they say running backs last now between 3 and 6 seasons.
Yep.
But linemen, their longevity, you have guys that come in and either they're protecting themselves or they, whatever it may be, they're just having the best situations. They last a little bit. They last longer in the game, but you also have those linemen that you hear about them in college, and after their first season and in pros, you don't hear about them anymore. You're like, what happened to him? Oh, he blew out both knees, or whatever the case that may be. So, love seeing these new changes. Love it for the governance boards that look at these things and actually, it takes incidents to happen on a repetitive basis to bring them up for review and to create those rules. And it's clearly been something that's gone on for so long, and you're seeing the adjustment that started with the head concussions. You're seeing that issue going down to what's next? And the next big thing really was and when I say the helmet and concussions, that alleviated crack blocks, blocking back into the play. Yes. It's starting to alleviate just pure helmet to helmet contact. And then it moved on from the focus of all those things that are surrounded by the head to who's next to get blindsided the most, the quarterback. The quarterback started getting more protection, more rules about protection about the quarterback, and then you roll from that and into a couple of other things, and now you're seeing it go down the body.
Yep.
You're seeing it progress down the body to different portions. Because let's just face it. You look at we focus on football. Texas high school football is great. But you look at other things, and it's a big deal. He's making an announcement here. Go ahead.
That will be the end of the drive portion of the scrimmage. We will now head into the extra point and field goals. Again, defense will only line up and only go one step. There will be no rush. The ball will be moved according to where each coach wants, and all penalties will be called but not marked off, and false starts will not count as a play. Krum will have 5 extra points and field goals first, and then Lake Worth will take the field. After that, we'll take a 10 to 15-minute break, and we will commence our live quarter just after that. And again, stick around after for Meet the Bullfrogs tonight after the scrimmage commences.
And because we are the only ones up here, we get all the knocks in the world. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, I see we still have 6 viewers. Maybe it's not updated, I'm not sure, but maybe it is.
One of my kids just came up here. That was him knocking. He was like, "Hey, can I join?" I was like, "Nah, man, we're live on the internet right now too." And he's like, "Well, can I join?" I was like, "Nah, man, it's maybe one day. Maybe
this is our playground. This is our playground.
This is my opportunity."
We appreciate you wanting to help out, though.
Yeah, no, of course. I might get a kid or two in here throughout the year, but look, man, I get you all day. I have him for 2 classes. I get him for football practice. I was like, look, man, I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Right. And once we pick back up, and there'll be some conversation with Coach Welch as well, but it looks like we will commence with the Coach Tracy Welch Coaches Show on Saturday mornings after. It would be the day after the Friday night football games. On Saturday mornings, we will commence those shows as well. So you get a chance to have some more feedback and some more live shows, be able to see what's going on with that. And we may be able to venture off and see what we can get some other live shows maybe around town, some little different plug-ins here and there. We'll see. Try to get there. We've been trying to grow the show a little bit, and it's good. We'd like to get it to where it's a year-round situation, but we're going to keep it going. No, that always started. I was sitting there watching them kick it. We didn't turn it down. The first one was good for Krum. Second one was no good. We had to just blast, and they were just enjoying it out there.
I got lost.
See, Coach Welch, when you watch this back, or if your wife or anybody else is watching, when you watch this back, we're just carrying on doing what we do. Our multitasking is not 100%. We're 98%. We're not 100% right now. I'm just trying to multitask this out, but. We thank y'all so much, those of y'all that have stayed tuned in and listened to the whole time. Krum kicks another one. Looks like it is good. And what they're doing right now, just to explain, to kind of give you a visual what's going on, is they're practicing their extra points. Kickers, some schools are blessed. They have guys that just want to kick, and they just kick. And then some schools don't. But nonetheless, these scrimmages is a non-pressure situation. Other than all your peers looking at you and your coaches breathing down the back of your neck, it's not really much pressure at all to make these open field goals.
There's Coach Stiffelmeyer.
Hey, guys.
Coach Stiffelmeyer, another one of the guys most dedicated to the game. That guy right there, that guy right there puts in some time, I tell you.
I don't think he left since he's gotten here a year ago.
I think he might. We might look in a closet somewhere. He might have a pallet mate. I'm not sure. He's always up in here running around doing something.
Big pole vault guy. Big pole vault guy. His son's over there at Texas Tech doing big things, so we're excited for him. And he's doing a great job with the pole vaulters here at Lake Worth as well. Just speaking from the middle school level, I'm pretty sure every single meet, bronze, silver, and gold. It's just been incredible. So excited to have him here, of course, for football too. Of course. Working with the safeties on the defensive end. And let's see, we got somebody next. Oh, that's Big Zach Nell, Coach Nell over there, our linebacker coach.
Coaches are making their way up here, getting ready for that live quarter. So they come up here, and the coaches, it's not just a scrimmage for the kids. The coaches come up here, put their headphones on, and run it like it's a live game as well too. So they'll be making their announcements and their calls from up in the press box using their headsets down to the field. Kind of going through that. Believe it or not, it is a, for lack of better words, but maybe it's not even lack of better words. Excuse me. It's a dance.
Yeah.
Coaching is a dance. Lots of communication. I'm
excited to hear this.
To get it moved around. You gotta hold the palm right. You gotta put the hand position right. You got to step right. And you got to know when to pause. You got to know when to break. You got to know when to spin. You got to know when to turn. Horrible depiction, but
I'm gonna say that to my kids tomorrow at practice. Guys, coaching is like dancing. I'm your dance teacher. All right, guys, take your hands like this. Quarterback.
Well, there are some of the collegiate level, some of the pros that take ballet classes.
Footwork,
just be honest.
Hey, it's that footwork.
Hey, what can I say? What can I say? I got a little commentary about some dancing here.
Hey, like I said, we're a lot of fun, all right?
Yeah.
That's why you join in. It's for the vibes.
For the vibes. Speaking of vibes, I'm feeling this weather right now. Even though we started off pretty hot, we can feel how cool it's dropped. There's just the sun going down. Man, Friday Night Lights is just the best feeling in the world. It really is. Junior's games, the things about his games, like they have 2 games under the lights, but because he where he plays at, they play during the day.
Yep.
And so it's like most of them are like, but I understand that up there too, because in Kansas, it gets a lot cooler than it does down here, a lot faster.
We'll see how he gets used to that. It's going to get real cold.
Lots of wind. You know, they call Chicago the windy city, but I think by the statistics, DFW is windier than Chicago is. But I doubt it's as windy as Kansas is.
Yeah. See, I've never been, so I'm just believing you, Joey.
Trust me. You see how flat that football field is?
Yeah.
See how straight that line is on the field?
Yeah.
When you go up 35 and you hit 135 going up that way, it's that flat, that straight. The highways are great. You don't have to worry about turning. You just keep going straight.
And it just
and straight and straight.
Hey, you just keep going. Go on your merry way.
I tell you the things I hate when I'm driving a lot. Our older brother lives down near Vidor, Texas, and driving down there. Oh, did it get there? Oh,
Hit
no,
the pylon.
just short, and no referee's paying attention. So there's no referee down there. He's down there talking to somebody. Anyways, but driving down there, the thing that I hate is there's some roads you get off on. You get off in the countryside. I hate driving down a road where there's 100-foot pine trees and you can't see anything else. It's very tunnel vision, like you're in a tunnel. And then Kansas, it's wide open and you're just straight the whole time.
I got to answer this phone call. Coach Mack calling from the field.
Kind of see what the call is here. You guys get a little bit of the inside scoop. You get a little bit of the inside scoop what we're doing up here in the press box. See him on his cell phone, whole 9 yards. We're just trying to make it happen. This is all good. This is the tech rehearse day.
Clock going?
Yeah, we can get the clock going.
Yep.
So give us just a second here, y'all.
Bye.
No, we're getting ready to do that live quarter.
Wait, Coach Tiffany?
Yeah, he's here.
Thank you.
They wanted 8 o'clock. They just wanted computers to run. Well, folks, we're going to turn the camera over to you guys just to see a wide field vision. Wide field. We're not going to zoom in on anything you guys can see here because we had to run some multi-duties up here. So what you're going to see is the clock is going to be running. Actually, you know what? Hand me that. They're wanting to run play clock and all that stuff, I guess. We're going to try to get this running here. We're going to see what happens here.
We will now start our live quarter.
All right. See what this is here. No, I'm not on mute. I'm up.
All right. Yeah, it looks like we're clock operators. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, we are clock operators.
We are the multi-role professionals.
If you want to roll this camera, you can. But
all right, I got.
Try to pick it up and slide over here without unplugging it over there, and grab this. It goes with it.
It's kind of wrapped up around there. There we go.
Slide it over yonder way. That way you can follow with it right there. Just slide that back on right there.
Slide what you do. I'm not gonna. I don't like touching your camera wear. I don't want to mess anything up. It's expensive gear.
And
Hey,
that
look.
way you can zoom in and zoom out if you want.
Oh, I got you. Have done film. Oh. How do I get this on the swivel? There we go. All right.
I'm just going to grab this too right quick.
Let's step over your wire. There we go, guys.
Now this is the multitask. So we're going to, I guess they said, can you run the clock? And I was thinking like, yeah, I can turn it on. But
Look, it's our real life scrimmage. Now, the number 2s are filming right now. I'm the number 2 filmer.
yeah, there we are. We're watching. You can call this one play-by-play if you want to get warmed up with it.
There we go. And dropping back. Ooh, and a big hit in the backfield. It looked like the ball did pop out. I'm not sure exactly if we are going to call that turnover or not. But
They're calling him down right there.
okay. I'm not going to be announcing guys' player names for scouting purposes, but we'll be calling the play-by-play. So I do apologize. I know when I say quarterback and wide receiver catches the ball, I know. But and here we go. Lakewood lines up. The handoff in the backfield. Right up the middle. And a nice little gain there. Looks like it'll be gain about 5. That'll be 3rd down for the Bullfrogs.
As soon as he sets the ball.
Yeah, Joey's like, he's trying to get into
I'm trying to get into some
clock.
other mode that I've never been in before, and that's being a referee clock
hey,
guy.
better than you than me.
Yeah. So luckily they got these cool little dongles here.
Yeah, you got the little press play. Look at you. All right, Lakeworth is going to go, it looks like trips. No, this is a punt. I apologize. We're going to go ahead and punt, and Polito's back. A nice spiral kick down to about the 40. And they're going to spot it dead. I believe it looked like the 41-yard line as Krum will take over. Again, this is a live quarter.
Yeah. So y'all get to enjoy it now. We're doing a little live field here. This is our scrimmage too.
Yeah, exactly. So
Our scrimmage here. What I like to see right now, I see some alumni in the stands right now. They got some kids that are out here playing for sure. I know some of the kids, the Garcias and Gallaghers. I grew up with those guys, and their kids are here playing. I started a little later in life. My son is only 9, so I'm not in any rush.
here we go. Krum. Little slant action to the outside. Lakeworth trying to wrap him up. A gain of about 20 on the play. Little motion there. Caught him off guard. A little bubble.
Yeah, so we'll try and do my best here. But anyways, yeah, we're back at it, and I'm trying to get in the mode of clicking these buttons and being able to talk at the same time. You know, I can't hardly chew bubblegum and walk. So
I know now I'm getting more respect for you with the camera even, and you're doing more than I am. As Krum, they're going to drop back here, rolling out right. He's got a man, and it's a catch. And he's going to be brought down after a game of about 6 or 7 on the play. Bring up 2nd down. And I apologize. I'm a rookie cameraman. Again, we're putting the number 2s in. It's a scrimmage. The backup cameraman.
you can loosen the. I think
That's
this
well.
one
I did that
here.
one. I can swivel that way. I'm trying to go up and down. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, I don't want to break Joey's equipment.
Not mine. The school box.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Well, even worse. I work here.
It's insured.
Okay. All right, here we go. So 2nd down, and it looks like about 4 man in motion. From right to left, line up. Here's a snap and a handoff to the left. Lakeworth has wrapped him up on the line. They're going to hold tall there, and looks like a gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Bullfrogs looking really good, trying to get around the ball. They had let a couple of plays slip through there early on. But, yeah, Krum ended up with one 1st down, and now they're on 3rd. It was 3rd and 3, it looks like.
Yep, and we're going to see twins formation out here, one in the backfield. No tight end. Quarterback in shotgun takes the snap. Quick throw out right, a wide receiver screen. He's got some room. It looks like he does pick up the first down and just a little bit more. So that'll be first and goal for Krum here. Lake Worth did go 3 and out on their first drive of this live quarter.
Yeah, the Bullfrogs here, you know, it's just one of those things try to get used to it. You try to see what's going on. Really kind of getting your bearings here, going live against somebody else that's not your team.
And they're back in that Twins formation. This receiver on the left side of your screen, if you can see him, he's way out left. I'm trying to get everybody here, not trying to go too wide, but looks like we are. And it's going to be a handoff. And met in the backfield. That's going to be a loss. Maybe 4 yards on the play, so a big play there by the Lake Worth front line.
Great job by the Bullfrogs there. It looked like from Krum's side, it looked like there was a little discombobulation with the formation set up, and the coach wanted him to run something. So it looked like it was a misformation, and he still had him run the play, and that just put them in a bad spot. So Bullfrogs got a chance to take advantage of that. But like I said, it's a scrimmage. Both teams are trying to get things going. So
2 out to the right, 1 out to the left. Sniffer back in the backfield along with the running back. They're going to fake the handoff. Quarterback, quick throw to the right. It is caught, but nowhere to go. And Lake Worth, after giving up that initial 2 plays, looking really good now.
Yeah, great job surrounding the ball. You know, that's a big thing on defense, especially when you're young. You're young and you're trying to figure some things out, really trying to get those things going. You got to pardon me on that.
Yeah, you got me nervous. I'm making sure all the big guys don't call me. All right, y'all. And 2 out to the left for Krum, 1 out wide right. Here's a snap, quick throw to the right. It's a screen, and it's going to be down right near the goal line. It looks like they're going to mark him about a half yard short. It's going to bring up 3rd down. My apologies, 4th down. So 4th down and about a yard. Just about on the goal line. They'll go for it here. They have a wide receiver way out left trying to get him on your screen here without sacrificing too much. Here's a snap. It's a option play. Quarterback keeps it. He's met at the goal line, and I believe it was kept out. They are going to mark him short. And the Bullfrogs, that is great resilience there by the Bullfrog front. They're able to read the read and keep him out of the end zone. 4th and 1, 4th and goal. Bullfrog defense stands tall. The Army of Bullfrogs, I guess not the Army showing up that time. A great individual tackle, open field, 1 yard to go. And I believe the body may have crossed the goal line, but I don't think the ball ever did. Great play. Lake Worth will now take over here. Again, I'm trying to do my best. I don't want to sacrifice too much on zooming out too much, but I am here just to make sure we got everybody. You guys can go ahead if you've been tuning in this whole time. You got also a herd of zebras on the field today. Again, they're going to be being mentored and all those kind of things today as the referee crew, the officials, getting their preseason in, their scrimmage in. Of course, next week is also a scrimmage as well at Benbrook. Stadium to be determined, at least from our end. If we get that information, we'll get that to you. As Lake Worth will start under center. We're going to hand the ball off here right up the gut. Bouncing off a couple. Gain of about 7 on the play. So a solid 1st and 10 there from the Bullfrog 1. As Lake Worth just looking to string together, of course, that first drive in this live quarter didn't go exactly to plan as Lake Worth again lines up under center. And met in the backfield, a big hit from Krum. So good job there by Krum, able to get in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 3 or 4. Bring up 3rd down. About 7 to go. So big third down here for the Bullfrogs. They'll line out 2 wide to the left side, the far side of our view. It's a toss. To the outside they go, trying to bounce it out, unable to really break free. Broke one, but then the Krum defense swarmed on that. As Lake Worth will once again bring out the punt team here. Again, apologize if you're just tuning in. Not going to be saying players' names today. You know, I know we do a lot of scouting. Just want to make sure we don't give the identities away today, at least during the preseason. Last kick went to about the 40. We'll see what we got here out of our own end zone. This one's going to be caught at about the 26 or so yard line. And, of course, you guys notice there they immediately will blow the whistle, blow the ball dead as soon as it is caught, as Krum will take over about the 26-yard line.
Now I'm back. I have other things going on. I run the concession stand too, so I had to send over some passwords, some different things, so make sure those will work. So here we go.
All right. 2 out to the right for Krum, 3 in the backfield. And they're rolling out. A toss or a throw out to the left side of the field. Good coverage there by the Bullfrogs. Incomplete pass. So, again, great stand by the Lake Worth defense on the 1-yard line, 4th and goal. See if they can at least hold them a little bit further out. We got about 2 minutes and 50 seconds here left in this live quarter of this scrimmage. Thank you guys for tuning in to Bullfrog Radio. Here we go. A quick screen out to the right. Defense is there, but not after a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, Krum's just going back and forth. I mean, I'm not a coach on the high school level, but right now the Krum's just been continues to do the same thing back and forth. And lots of times you'll see from the Bullfrog side they know the plays that work, and so they try to use some of the developing plays to try to get some looks at those along with some of their bread and butter as well. So. Right now, Krum looks like they're just continuing to go.
It's that wide receiver screen. Now a man in motion. They'll hand it off right down the middle.
And that was the play they scored. They scored on earlier in the situational. And right now they just grind it out. And that's 4th down in about a half a yard or maybe 1 full yard that they have to get to try to get in there. Bullfrogs would love another stop here. They would really love another stop. But there's no buts. It's just they need to have a stop here. They need to have a stop here. Time's running out on this scrimmage quarter, and needing to see that. Would like to see the Bullfrogs have an opportunity to take the ball down.
And here's the snap. Quarterback keeper. Looks like he's trying to throw, actually. He's telling the receiver to go. They chuck it out. Both receivers for Krum. Looked like a little basketball out there flopped. They didn't think they could get to that.
Hey, that's another big 4th down stop for the Bullfrogs. Yeah. Krum took the opportunity there to say, okay, 4th and 1. They're probably going to try to clear in the middle. Let's run a play action and try to see if we can't get a wide receiver to slide out the backside, and they weren't able to.
So we got about 1:13.
Coach Welch is talking to the other team. See what's going on here. This is scrimmage. Anything can happen. Coaches want to adjust and do some more time. They want to go 2-minute offense, it looks like. Is that on the schedule? Was 2-minute offense? There's a schedule right there by my stuff right there.
Let's see. So, no, not.
No 2-minute offense? Okay.
So Lake Worth will take over at about the 19-yard line.
See what goes on here.
Trips out to our side of the field. Single receiver out right, and that's where they'll go. And a first down for Lake Worth. Oh, man, that was rookie camera work there, guys. I apologize. I was watching the play. Man, how do you do this, man?
Oh, man. I got a position where I just had my hand and I just turned my body as I'm looking at the camera. Like, I don't ever use my
I'm
neck.
trying to practice, guys. Here, I'm sorry. I'm doing it. All right, here we go. 2-minute offense. Rolling out to our side. A ball downfield. And the receiver, oh, man. Oh, yeah. Receiver had a chance. The ball was faded towards the outside. I'll just, you know what, man, I guess my voice is better than my camera skills. So ball was deep towards the sideline. Receiver cut inwards. Unable to track that one down. Try to flip his hips. Try to open up. Unable to find it. I promise you, if another throw comes, I promise you I'm going to get this next one, guys. It's practice, right? You got to get those reps. I don't even want to look at chat right now. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. Thank y'all so much for joining and joining this first little ride tonight. It's been fun so far. Got to meet the Bullfrogs coming up after this.
Man in motion. Low snap. And they're going to flick it to him. Got some space. And I believe out of bounds right near the 36-yard line. 37.
And the referees definitely are in a scrimmage because they're not – I mean, luckily I know the game well enough that out of bounds.
They're not signaling.
They're not signaling to stop the clock and all that good stuff. And it's just one quarter, but at the same time, it's a valuable quarter for everybody. So I'm just making sure I run it the way that I know to run it. They're not signaling for the play clock either.
And the Lake Worth quarterback met in the backfield there. And, yeah, I don't know. The refs are just, they don't want to signal to the clock today. Like, you know what, Joey, you got this. You got to, you got to.
What are they going to do, fire me?
You got a brother that's a ref, you know.
I got a brother and a cousin, and I mean, hey, I'm actually registered in Tasso myself, so.
Oh, there you go, Ref Joey. So, okay, that is fourth down, so it looks like we'll have a punt here. So it's 4th and 11. 2 back for Krum. Low snap. Ball is up. I'm moving, I promise. Look at that. All right. They're going to blow that dead right there at about the 43. Yeah, he's standing between.
43. You know, I bring this up all the time. It's kind of funny when we say you start tracking the ball on 30, the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30. My mom one time when we were in Little League, she had to be the announcer for some reason. And the ball crosses the 50-yard line. My mom, bless her
51.
soul, you know, rest in peace. She said,
51.
oh, 1st and 10 for the Bullfrogs on the 52-yard line.
Hey, man. It's happened to
52-yard
all of us.
line, huh?
Hey, see, I did run this clock one time before I was a coach, and I was running it the wrong way. It was going up and not down. And they were calling me. They're like, what are you doing? So it's all right. We all have our mistakes. Here we go. 1st and 10. And it's a run out to the right side for Krum.
Ball's out.
And the ball's out. Flag on the play. 41 seconds. We'll see what is going on here. I'm not sure who recovered.
Got a player down. You know, just a little scuffle up there. Just a little cramp. I know these all too often the very first of the season.
Yeah, it looks like we're all good.
Yeah, a little cramp action. That's just what happens, you know.
Yeah, players walking off.
Yeah. And it looks like call a flag. The flag was on Krum, so they will in this live quarter mark off the flags, and they did mark that off. So it was a big time flag for them. It was looks like about a 10-yard flag. I didn't exactly see what the call was, but flag on Krum. It'll be first down and 20.
All right, so here we go. Resume action. 41 seconds left in this quarter. Quarterback under center. Man in motion. Here's a snap, and it's a handoff to the right side. And the Bullfrogs all over this one and going nowhere. May have lost a few on the play. The defensive line looking pretty good at times. Great play there by the Bullfrogs.
Make the referee actually give me the signal to run it. He finally gave me the signal that time. He's like, why is this lasting so long? I was like, well.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they got to learn too, man.
Let these boys play ball.
All right, here we go. 14 seconds left in this quarter. Here's a snap. Quarterback drops back. Has some time, stepping up in the pocket. He's going to make the throw, and it's going to be caught. He's got some space. Remember, this is going to be the last play, and he's finally brought down. So that looks like it will end our live quarter. And I don't know what we're – I believe that was the end. But I don't – what?
I'm not sure. I'll reach over and ask these guys.
They might be finishing this drive.
Yeah, let them keep going on the drive. If they keep it alive, they let them keep going.
And so there's that little screen out to the right.
And the referee looking back at the clock like the clock's done, buddy. I'm gonna find out over here if they're letting them finish the drive.
All right. Well, guys, I told you I'd get a little bit better. At least following along this time. And so it looks like I just heard the coaches say we are going to finish this drive. So Krum player in motion. And here's a snap. It's going to be handoff right down the middle. He's got it. Looks like what's close to a first down.
And they are calling it a first down. Yeah, so you know, these are the things that we have to be kind of fluid to, just kind of just go with a roll of the punches, if you will.
Yes, sir. And there's a snap. Another handoff. Looks like the exact same play.
And I can tell you right now, just knowing, you know this, I know this, knowing Coach Welch and staff, the fact the other coach agreed to finish this drive, Coach Welch was not using this to see, oh, well, you know, what this, that, or the other. This right here is film footage. This is to see where our flaws are at. Let's fix these in practice. You know, so it's good film footage, scrimmage for these guys. It's a good deal.
Krum with 2 out to the far side, 1 to the near. They're going to throw it to the near side. Little screen again, once again, and he gets into the end zone as Krum will score. That'll be the first score during this live scrimmage. And it looks like they will do the extra points. As it looks like Krum, you know, they love that little wide receiver screen, little smoke screen.
Well, when you have linemen, like, so I look at their linemen are not heavy. They have linemen that are actually just really bigger skill guys, and those guys are really pulling pretty fast.
Yep.
To pull from the inside the hashes to the outside the numbers is a big deal. To be able to pull a guy that far out. So they're going to try to keep their extra point. It's up. Looks like it's good.
It is. And that's going to commence our scrimmage here for tonight.
Looks like the coaches just vacated the side press box. And that's going to be a wrapper for that. You step over that one there.
Yep, I was just making sure. Now that is yours.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We get some good funny comments about our stuff up here.
No, not much. Not too much.
Yes, Ms. Baez, we will be announcing and doing these live videos for all the games this year. It'll be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it. Right now, coming up is the Meet the Bullfrogs. So we'll see what happens coming up here shortly. They're gonna possibly do some announcing and whatnot.
Now we'll commence the scrimmage against Krum. If you guys want to stick around, we will be having Meet the Bullfrogs here shortly. We get to see all the Lake Worth athletes out here on the field tonight. So guys, make sure you stick around and watch Meet the Bullfrogs. Thank you guys for coming out tonight.
We're gonna see what they have going here.
Yeah, I'm not even sure where I'm supposed to be, and I got a phone at 3%, so it's going to be, whew, we're going to see.
See if they start sending down text messages.
Yeah,
What do we need to send now? No, it's all good, folks. Tonight, it's everybody, staff, students, teachers, administration, everybody. It's the first time back in school. The band is making their way out on to the field. We are going to open up this press box here and put the camera out right on the field where it's all taking place and see what we have going. I know last time we did Meet the Bullfrogs, I actually brought out sound equipment, I believe, or maybe it wasn't last year before. Brought out sound equipment and we did it from the field side, but this year wasn't the case. So we'll see what we have going on.
Yeah.
I know we had some nice little on-field mics. I don't know if they have those working, if they're going to be using those, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
I hope so. I don't know if I'm ready. My voice is tired. You guys can hear. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's like the whole beginning of the year. You got to get used to it. Teaching again, man, all day, every day.
Talking all day long.
I love to talk, but man.
Yeah, it gets me too. I mean, people hear my voice and like, man, you sound like your horse all the time. It's like, well, I talk for a living. That's what I do.
Yeah. But hey, man, I love it. I love being on here with y'all. I love being here with you, Joey. It's always a good time. So like you said, it's not really working, man. This is our spot. We just like being up here, getting to show you guys. I know this is an opportunity for some people that are unable to make it to games, that we get to broadcast this to y'all and let you watch the game you love, maybe watch a loved one. And this is something that's not always been a thing. This has not been accessible to a lot of people. And you say a lot of bad things about the pandemic. Of course, it was a tough time for a lot of people, but the one cool thing it brought out for us is the ability for us to film these games. I know Joey's been doing this Bullfrog radio, but now we've been able to bring the camera into the booth and get you guys that live action. Still working on letting us film in the playoffs. That's another story, but it's all good. But we appreciate you guys showing up. It makes our day on Friday nights. I know Joey appreciates it too, and it's awesome, guys. We have a great support family out here in Lake Worth and all over the country.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We have people that tune in, and I've became like really great social friends on social media with a lot of people that we follow up. We see them, and then they post stuff about their kids and follow them. Up in Ohio, Stancorp, is a guy that tunes in for a long time. His son is a great football player, great wrestler. He remodels classic cars and stuff. I keep up with this guy. I mean, this is good stuff. Hey, real quick, I want to address something. I know some people, our multi-feed from our Facebook started coming in late. And I know there's some people in there asking questions about why don't we mention certain things, aspects of players or status of the players. There are certain things that we've been given guidelines about that we don't talk about directly. If you have any issues with those and you have a child that plays on the team, please address with Coach McAnally, Coach Welch. They'll be the ones to tell you and explain to you why there's certain things that we don't talk about, whether it comes to family situations, comes to grades, comes to administrative, comes to injuries. There's a reason why we don't mention some of these things. So, and it looks like they're getting ready to take it down to the field. Is that Peyton? Hey, Peyton. Is he doing it from the field?
Yep.
Did they test that earlier?
We did.
Okay.
I have to turn something else on. This has to be on, but it's some over here.
It's probably right here.
That's exactly right. You're right.
Let me see I don't even know what channel he's plugged into.
It's on mic 3.
Oh, it's on 3 too?
Yeah. Mic 3 is first. Yeah, T. Welch and I, we checked it.
Okay, perfect.
I know, I wasn't loud enough.
Well, folks, that concludes our time here with you guys. I'm going to keep this going so you guys can see what's going on in the field, but we're going to go silent up here in the booth and just allow you guys to listen in to what's going on in the field. We're going to have the camera face down to the field as well so you guys can kind of hear and see what's going on. But we're done, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Be looking for updates. We'll see those updates coming out. The camera's going all crazy now because I got it going over here, but it's all right. We'll get it going here. We want to get it right here, down here, so you guys can see at home. If y'all want to tune in and stay and watch this, you're more than welcome to. But we are going to, let you guys meet the Bullfrogs. So, hey, real quick, just because I know you want to see my ugly mug. Hey, we love you guys. We miss you guys. We'll see y'all soon. We'll talk to y'all soon. Stay tuned. Watch the band, listen to the band, and watch Meet the Bullfrogs.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Two, mic check. That's better. Still a little bit loud. I got a little reverb there. Check 1, 2. That's fine. Now. Check 1, 2.
They probably had this earlier. They tested this.
evening, everybody, and welcome to Cottrell Stadium, home of your Lake Worth Bullfrogs. Thanks, everybody, for hanging around after the scrimmage. Had a good scrimmage there with Krum. And now we're going to start this festivities with our national anthem from the Clyde Bullfrog Band. Big round of applause for the band there. They've been out here working since just after July 4th. They worked extremely hard. Right now, I want to give some welcomes here to everybody. We've got our LWISD administration here in the house tonight. Dr. Rosemary Nesta, our superintendent. Jan Knott, our assistant superintendent for teaching and learning. Jacqueline West, our assistant superintendent of finance and operations. Tracy Welch, our athletic director. Colin Kading, our director of bands. Our Lake Worth High School administration. We have Dr. Jeff Seaton, principal. The assistant principal, Leo Finchroy, Luciano Castro, and Dr. Sandy Larson. Thank you. We have our school board members, President Armando Velasquez, Vice President Mac Belmonte, Secretary Brett Took, also Sonia Norman, Chris Thomas, Tammy Thomas, Christina Gallagher. I just know it was Miss Gallagher. All right. Also, I want to thank the College Middle School Administration, Dr. Burns, Antonio Tijerina, and Cedric Miller. Thank y'all very much. Now, at this time, I'm going to introduce the two that are behind keeping everybody out here on the field. And I missed one from the College Middle School, Ellen Brock, also assistant principal. Our athletic training staff. Okay, I've got Hush, Austin Hutchison, and Jasmine Hobbs. And I want the student trainers that helped all out there, y'all stand up, wave to everybody. These young men and women are out here working hard and hot, just like the football, the band, they're out here getting it too. All right, now, Collins Middle School football coaches. I've got Greg Eaglin. He's our new coordinator over there. I've also got assistants Chris White, John Powell, Adam Smith, and Victor Sanchez. Thanks to the middle school coaches. They've already kicked off practices, and they were a little late getting over here because they had practice today. Now our LWISD tech and video coordinator. He's around here somewhere. Creative genius in his own mind, Scott Weaver. Our athletic business specialist, the lady who runs everything for athletics and takes care of all of us, Jessica Wheat. A quick thank you to Joey Wilcoxon. He's up there on the radio right now. Joey, yeah, big hand for Joey. Joey's our Lake Worth Athletic Booster Club president, also the voice of Bullfrogs. He does a lot of things for us, and we sure appreciate it. All right. Fan booster president, Brett Soot, also here. I'd like to thank our mayor, Walter Bowen. I don't know if he's here. I bet he is somewhere. Thank you, Mayor Bowen. Now, what everybody's been here been waiting for, we're ready for a little fight song, Mr. Katie. Good job. All right, now we've got Colin Kading going to come up here and introduce his. Okay, I'm going to introduce the band staff here. And obviously, Director of Bands Colin Kading. Then I have Chris Koenig, Director of Percussion. Adrian Villalobos, Assistant Band Director. Manny Guerrero and Vicky Amador from LCMS Band Directors. And now, the band is going to play the first part of your competition show, right? All right, little competition show, here we go. Let's root on the band. Great job, Dan. Thank y'all very much. Now, for Miss Flowers, our cheerleader sponsor, she's going to introduce the cheerleaders.
Well, you guys noticed that we're a little bit smaller in numbers this year, but small but mighty. I'm sorry. So we are small, but we are mighty. So we have both JV and varsity squads out here. When I say mighty, what I'm referring to is our success at cheer camp this year. We actually won the Herky Award, a Most Improved Award. We also won the Top Team Cheer and won a trophy for that. And we won our national bid, so we can actually go to nationals. And we had 5 cheerleaders that were asked to try out for All-American, which is a big deal. And we actually have one All-American, Reagan Hernandez. So we are small, but we are mighty, and we do need your help cheering on our Bullfrogs. And now, I would like to introduce Leah Renteria, who is our JV coach.
Hi, I'm Leah Renteria, and I am your JV coach. This is my first year coaching, and I am so thankful to be able to work with such an incredible group of athletes. That being said, please help me welcome your JV Bullfrog cheer squad.
And now put your hands together for the varsity squad.
Hi, my name is Reagan Hernandez. I'm a junior and I'm one of y'all's varsity captains.
Hi, my name is AJ. I'm a junior and I'm also one of your varsity captains.
Great job. Thank you, cheerleaders. All right, now, for another team that's been playing a long time, been beating the heat out there on the court, Coach Widener, Coach Adair, and the fall tennis team. Come on down.
All right, good evening, guys. As Coach said, we've been hitting the pavement since probably about the last month and a half to 2 months. We've already been in our season. We play primarily 5A and 6A teams. We are young young team, but we're seasoned veterans at the top of our lineup. We start district next on the 23rd. We'd love to have y'all come out. Just to introduce a couple of our players. Our 2 senior captains, Shelby Timberlake and Jace Mueller, and then our 1 junior captain, Carmen Tejarina. This is Coach Adair right here. Like I said, we'd definitely love to have y'all come out. We are the one sport that plays year-round, and definitely thank y'all and give our guys a hand, and we'll see y'all out on the court.
Thank you, Coach Widener. All right. Now for the cheerleaders, we got another cheer going here.
Ain't no nation like a Bullfrog nation, 'cause the Bullfrog nation's on top.
Say what? Ain't no nation like a Bullfrog nation, 'cause the Bullfrog nation's on top. What? Ain't no nation like a Bullfrog nation, 'cause the Bullfrog nation's
Hey, let's get it.
Ain't no nation
All
like a
right.
Bullfrog nation, 'cause the
Alumni. Hey. Yeah. Woo. There you go. All right. Here goes that band again. Let's go, Bullfrogs. Oh, hold on. Did I jump the gun? I'm sorry. Get it.
One, two,
3, 4, hey, green, hey, white. Yell our colors with all your might. Green and white. Green and white. Let's go. Let's fight. Yell it loud and show your pride. F-R-O-G-S, go. Frogs. F-R-O-G-S, go. Frogs. Green and white. 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 Go. Frogs. Let's go, Green!
All right. Excellent job. We'll roll right into go Bullfrogs. Here we go. Now, for cross country, come on down. I've got Kayla Cunnings, Coach Valdez to introduce the cross country team.
Really lucky to have this group of kids. We have a mixture cheerleaders, football players. We've got everybody out here. We practice at 7 in the morning, so they wake up really early, come and get their workout in, and then go to school, right? Our first cross-country meet is next Saturday, so we're really excited and ready to go. Is that it? Yep. All right.
All right, let's go cross country. Good job. Thank you guys. Now, as cross country's exiting here, also want to thank we have middle school cross country, Coach Ryan, and I also want to thank our girls coaches leading up. We're getting ready to go to volleyball here, but over at Collins Middle School, we have Coach Osmer, Aspen Osmer, Jessica Watson, Kiana Canetti, Brian Jarvis, Jessica Payton, and Esmeralda Gutierrez. Thanks to all of our girls coaches over there at Collins Middle School as well. Thank you. And now those coaches are leading in to this volleyball group. Come on down, Coach Oppenborn and the volleyball ladies. Let's go. I jumped the gun again, but I'm getting them ready. All right, here we go, cheerleaders. Hit it.
For those of you who don't know, I'm new. I'm Coach Oppenborn. I'm really excited to be here. I'd like to recognize our freshman volleyball team right here, who is played at a tournament yesterday and is playing again tomorrow. And then we also have our JV volleyball team in the middle there. Go ahead and say hi, guys. And then on the end is the varsity volleyball team. They've already played 7 games this season. We're looking forward to a really good season. And I actually have some seniors who are going to say a few words.
Hello, my name is Ava Reba. I'm Maya Colbert, and I'm Taylor Simpson. We have a game next Tuesday against Diamond Hill, and we would really enjoy it if y'all came out to play. Go Lady Frogs.
Great job. Thanks, Coach Oppenborn. Thank you, volleyball players. Excellent. All right, now we've got up for another cheer by our Bullfrog cheerleaders. At this time, I'd like to introduce the freshman football players. Rico Reed, Adam Walker, Eric Martinez, Sakosi Kabbalah, Ashton Williams. Number 8, Nolan Klubu. 9, Jalen Skirvin. Number 10, Christopher Bynum. Number 11, Artie Malone. Number 12, Malachi Madrano. Number 13, Jamel Jones. Number 14, Caleb Odom. Number 15, Gustavo Gonzalez. Number 16, Nick Carney. Number 18, Gabriel Garcia. Number 19, Kristen Satcher. 21, Jordan Lawrence. 22, Caleb Lewis. 23, Xavier Flores. 24, Adrian Hopkins. 25, Kevin Leon. 28, Hector Flores. Number 30, Daniel Rubio. 31, Tylen Mayberry. 32, Orion Tittle. 33, Dominic Cynthia Esteban. 34, Aiden Mesa. 35, Daniel McCann. 40, Luis Garcia. 44, Gabriel Garcia. 45, Antoine Crosby. 50, Brian Duran. 51, Ryan Comet. 52, Daniel Carrasco. 53, Angel Solano. 54, Ivan Rodriguez. 63, Jaden Dixon. 64, Devin Hurtado. 65, Sebastian Treviso. 67, Nicholas Gonzalez. 68, Israel Casio. 70, Noe Cuevas. 72, Jaheim King. 73, Evan Perez. 74, Josue Garcia Vega. 75, Brody Worrell. And Exante Elder. And number 54, Brian Fuentes. And this is your freshman football team. They played this afternoon at a great scrimmage. We're really happy to have these guys. This is our biggest class that we've had since we've been here in Lake Worth, and we're super excited about this freshman class. All right, freshmen, y'all walk on down. Thank y'all. Good job today. All right, as the freshman exit and the JV comes on, I'm going to introduce Quentin Posey. He's the head JV football coach.
All right, for the JV football team, we've got number 3, Fabian Lopez. Number 4, Jariel Brown. Number 5, Anthony Johnson. Number 6, Emmanuel Ramirez. Number 7, Kanan Ray. Number 8, Cameron McClendon. Number 9, Cam Elams. Number 10, Roshan Armour. Number 11, Mark Teagan. Number 12, Ricardo Pedro. Number 13, Aiden Arnett. Number 14, Maddox Martinez. Number 15, Danielle De Jesus. Number 16, Alejandro Gonzalez Jr. Number 18, Brandon King. Number 21, Joshua Johnson. Number 22, Jalen White. Number 23, Matthew Sanchez. Number 24, Keenan Jackson. Number 25, Alessandro Rodriguez. Number 28, Jason Gonzalez. Number 30, Antonio Armour. Number 31, Adolfo Rocha. Number 34, Omar Gonzalez. Number 40, Aaron Escobar. Number 50, Michael Laredo. Number 51, Ivan Sanchez. Number 52, Deshaun Northwell. Number 54, Deshane Perez. Number 55, Mark Solis. Number 59, Isaiah Martinez. Number 63, Miguel Moran. Number 64, Rylan Muskrat. That was a typo on that one. Number 67, Mark Anthony Cordova. Number 73, Seth Burgess. Number 74, Deshaun Washington. Number 75, Jaher Arietta. Number 77, Chris Tapia. That's the JV football team.
Good job, guys. Thank you very much. Y'all head back there. Good job. Yeah, go back there. All right, as they're exiting, the varsity's coming on. I'm going to introduce our head football coach, Coach Tracy Welch.
Well, these guys line up. What an exciting time for all the Bullfrogs and Lake Worth. Give yourself a round of applause for being here. What a great night. You know, we started last year with tying the Meet the Bullfrogs back into our first scrimmage here at home. And I appreciate what y'all do. How about a big round of applause for the cheerleaders? Our outstanding band led by Mr. Cady. Our volleyball team, the new coach, Alex Offenborn, doing a great job. And I don't know if it's to cut it, folks, but all of our numbers, especially with the football team, we've got about 120 out right now with 3 teams. For 4A Division 1, that's very, very good. Very, very proud of these youngsters. It's been hot. It's been a long day today. Let me introduce them right fast. First of all, number 2, Brian Neal. Number 3, Damian Hopkins. Number 4, Gage McAnally. Number 5, Cornell Avington. Number 6, Jose Choo-Choo Meza. Number 7, the preseason All-District Offensive Player of the Year in Texas High School Magazine for our district. Number 7, Damian Moore. Number 8, Hornell Klubu. Number 9, Justin Gallagher. Number 10, Ezra Nuzra. Number 11, Katravius Stevens. Number 13, Dante Reese. Number 15, Diego Valenzuela. Number 16, Arion Bouillon. Number 17, Anthony Garcia. Number 21, Caden Duhan. Number 22, Contavian Owens. Number 24, Xavier Medrano. Number 25, the best kicker in the district, Abraham Polito. Number 28, Cash Martinez. Number 26, Scott Burns. Number 27, Charles Lawrence Williams. Number 29, Jared Keepatiller. Number 31, Dorian Young. Number 33, Jaden Gallagher. Number 35, Dominique Alvarez. Number 45, Marcus Bryan. Number 50, Michael Andrade. Number 53, Japhet Lopez. Number 54, James QT Tess Page. Number 55, Rylan Muskrat. He's good enough. He gets on 2 teams tonight. Number 64, Matthew Welch. Number 65, Jace Mueller. Number 67, Saul Zavala. Number 70, Eric Long. Number 72, Eli Lopez. Number 73, Chris Murillo. Number 77, Josh Espinoza. And number 78, Hector Garcia. Now, one of the things I want y'all to notice, first of all, whether it be the cheerleaders or the football team, including the JV and the freshmen, or the band, how many of these youngsters are involved in all the different activities. We have football players in the band. We have cheerleaders in the band. We have, every one of them is all involved. And what a great job by Mr. Kading and Mrs. Flowers and all the different leaders of the groups. Big round of applause for those people. Now I want to introduce right fast our football coaches. First of all, Assistant Athletic Director, Assistant Head Football Coach, and Offensive Coordinator Tracy Raines. Offensive Line Coach and Head JV Coach Quentin Posey. Our new coach, our quarterback coach, Coach Jordan Sweat. Offensive line coach, Nathaniel Pascal. Our running back, Robert Alvarez. Our wide receiver coach, Tyler Fursick. Our defensive coordinator and the best MC doing this kind of stuff, Coach Vance McAnally. Defensive line coach, Coach Randy Dimon. Our safeties and the head freshman coach, Coach Keith Stippelmeyer. Our cornerbacks coach, Ben Stedrowski. And our linebacker coach, Coach Zach Mell.
All right. Well, guys, that's the end of the night, and we want to say a big thank you to everyone who came out. It was a fantastic night. Got to see everybody kicking it off for the season. Well, volleyball, cross country's all coming up. Tennis has got matches. The football team, we scrimmage again next Thursday at Benbrook. Okay, 6 and 7 o'clock. 6 o'clock for sub varsities and 7 o'clock for varsity. Glad to see you all here. Everybody have a great night. Be safe on your way home. Go Frogs, and we've got fight song to finish it.